Are we live? And then you look here and you find out when you're live. Look at that. There we go. We are live. Look at that. We got the band back together.
We're here.
We got the band back together.
Yeah, this is the new band never before seen.
Is this the new band? Have we never been here, the three of us?
Three of us? Just the three of us? No.
Just the three of us. Tweet. Go live. There's my go live tweet.
First time.
That's awesome. I guess that we'll be the Thursday crew for a while. Again, if people can get together on Thursday, I'm in. So this will be great.
I am in. I got nothing.
Great.
I just sit on the couch when Christian's gone.
There you go. Well, I'm glad that we can get together to become the Ace Attorney.
The
original Ace Attorney. So what are we doing today? Today we're going to be starting the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Now, you and I have done this first mission. You've never played.
No, I'm going in completely blind.
Super blind.
Don't even know what this looks like.
I kind of hope this sends you down a rabbit hole.
I just spiral after this.
Oh, I see something wrong here.
Uh-oh.
No, we're good. I'm going to fix it right now. Add existing co-streamer mic on. There you go. It's now on. That mic
thing on?
That mic is now live. it was not live. All right. So yeah, we're gonna play through as much as we can for right now, but we plan on coming back on a weekly basis to try and play it. But shall we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Boom. Look at that. And I'll probably have to move that so that people can read along.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna have to figure out voices along the way, and I don't think any of us are gonna be locked into voices week to
We
week.
should be locked into characters.
I'm down to be locked.
Yeah, like
into
are there
characters.
main ones other than the... Okay.
There's a lot of side characters.
There are a lot of side characters.
Okay.
There's the main, like, Ace Attorney dude, of course.
Yep. There's the person you play. There's like his best friend, and the judge,
Okay.
and then who?
The judge.
And then
Yeah, you should
I
be
could be
good.
the judge, and then whoever is the is it loud? Is it too loud for people?
That's good.
It's a little loud in my ear, but it's okay.
I turn it down. 10%.
Sounds good.
Sounds good now.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. And then there's always the prosecutor.
Okay.
So we'll be
First case always has
some schmuck of a prosecutor.
Yay.
Which is always pain related, I think, is their name. Now again, I've done the first one for this, so we're just actually gonna go back and we are going to do new game.
new game.
Starting fresh.
Fresh. And it comes with a cutscene,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
which I actually,
The Empire of Japan.
I totally actually forgot
After
about this.
opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation.
Already nothing like what I was expecting.
Life in
Remember,
the
this is a
capital
prequel,
exciting
so this is
and
like about his
unsettling.
ancestors.
I got it.
It was
Okay.
a period of
Oh, did you see the fat Sheba?
and some
There's
was
a fat
swept
Sheba.
away by the tide.
I'm murdered.
Gasp!
Who done it?
Oh my god, this entire thing is flashbacking to me right now. What's going on?
The turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Gasp!
Great eyebrows, by the way.
Bienvenue à la carneva.
The Great Departure! The 22nd of November, 8:43 a.m. I would have been asleep.
At
Supreme.
8:43?
I mean, it depends. Weekday, weekend, probably weekend. I'd try to be sleeping. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep. I mean, I'd be in bed for sure. Supreme Court of the Adjudicator. Defendant's Antechamber 5? Question mark? Okay, so who is gonna be the main character?
The maid, I think.
Why are you guys looking at me?
I actually wasn't looking at either of you. I was looking at the boiler, which is splitting the difference between the two. So,
Oh no.
But who wants to do the most reading base? Well, we'd switch off. Who wants to voice the same character most? I guess.
Ooh.
You want me to do it?
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I will say, not knowing the vibe of the main character, I feel like it'd be difficult for me to embody.
Okay.
But
You're not gonna.
try.
Just so you know,
I can
you're not
grow
gonna
into
know the vibe of anybody you voice in this game.
Yeah, but this one's important. So I feel like
Here, I'll grab the main character.
Okay.
But one of the two of you are gonna have to be my best friend. So
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna have to put in the most amount of work.
Best friend, or do you want the best friend or the assistant?
I don't know.
We'll get to them.
I
Okay.
think you should be assistant.
Assistant? All right, I'll do assistant.
Okay, we'll get to them. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening.
I was like, what?
Off to the strongest start right there.
Okay, anyway.
How can it be that just beyond this door to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate?
Remember that word, fate.
Fate.
Yeah, all the red words, important words.
Looked important.
What?
Oh, no, nothing.
Safety of the layers. Murder.
Sorry?
The added.
My name is Rinosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial.
Fate and trial.
Trial important. And murderer.
That's enough.
Oh, here's best friend.
He's not a.
That's
Oh, that's you?
This is best friend. Who's best friend?
I'll take it over. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who. Oh. We're learning!
We're getting there.
Reading is hard.
Oh, hold on. I'm just going to reduce that a little bit. There we go.
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
lawyer.
Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So hold your tongue!
Oh, do I have to give you a sword? There's a
I
sword
can
over
take
there.
a sword. I didn't know
Grab the
swords
big one.
were allowed in court.
Yeah, grab that one.
Sword
We
me.
have props now.
Alright.
So wait.
So you will hold your tongue.
So wait, assistant has what prop then?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they have an umbrella.
Sure.
When we get there. When we get there. But now you have a sword that you can just be like.
Heavy duty, man.
My mom got me that as a graduation kit.
It's no
Wow,
joke.
that's a good sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got the other two as well. They're also in that bin somewhere. All right.
Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet.
And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke? Butchered that. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna butcher every name. Just get ready for that.
Okay.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, cousin, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
Ha! There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Oh, that was me. Jesse, let us know how the audio is, okay?
And
also, this is gonna go up here now,
Oh yeah.
so then people can read along. Read along. There you go. Boom.
Put that
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by a student.
Are you hearing double? Are you actually hearing double? Because I can sort of fix that, but it might take a moment. We are using 2 mics.
Maybe we turn the gain down on that bad boy.
Let me know. I turned it down.
But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
You mean?
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke.
Can we just call Ryu?
We sound otherworldly? Is that a bad thing?
We sound otherworldly. How do I fix this? Hold on. We're gonna work on a thing.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah, you can now hear what's coming through this mic and what people can hear. Except for you can't hear that mic because can't get it working. But here, what if I do this? And then I turn that off. What does it sound like? Yeah, you can hear the echo? Yeah. That's why I really wanted to throw this to something else. Okay, give us a moment. We're gonna work through it. It is very hard to talk when I can hear myself talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a game like that, isn't there?
Yeah, on the phone.
Yeah. Who's that talking? Oh, it's me.
How would I if we turn the gain even further down? Now you can't hear me out of that mic, but can they hear you?
Hello, hello. Speak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 69, 42.
So now there's minimal echo, but you can still hear it.
What if we all just use one mic?
You wanna just use that mic? Okay, hold on. Okay, how does that sound? Let's turn up the gain. Yep. All right. So now you can hear me. Turn up the gain even further. And if I turn the gain down a little bit, just so that we can hear. Speak.
Hello? Speaking. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4.
Talking. Boop, boop, boop.
666.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm just loud. I can turn this down so that it's manageable. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it for right now, but I'll fix it for the next time.
We'll figure it out.
How's that
Much
sound,
better.
Jesse?
Much better.
Much better?
Nice.
Much better now. Okay.
Please turn me off.
I know we can.
Thank you.
There you go. Let me know if it needs to be if we need to be louder, because then I can turn us up with, you know what if I do this? Turn the gain a little bit. Where's the gain? Turn it a little bit down. And now that mic should be plugged in. You guys should be able to hear us. Sound rabbit hole. No, this is okay. This is good. You guys all have sound now?
Sound.
Oh, sound.
Yes.
We're back.
We're
We're back. Everybody got
again.
sound? I'm gonna turn the mic down a little bit because it's peaking like crazy. So, does this sound good for everybody? Let me know. Are all levels good? Do I need to make game less or higher or lower? How about us? Do we all sound good?
Yeah.
Test.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
666. 666.
999.
Well, luckily, I'll have to actually save this so then we have it for the future so I don't have to fuck with it every time. So I'll do that. Okay, everything sounds good. If things don't sound good, let me know. We will fix it. We'll do our best to fix it. Okay, so we're speaking to this mic now.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Not peaking nearly as much. Not nearly. I can turn this down a little bit. Okay. Your Kazuma.
Yeah, I
We're
read that
done.
one. Yeah.
Okay. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend.
That's me.
Also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. As a star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Oh, I did not read that. Okay, well, that's gone.
It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
Shing. But you said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly.
Okay. Good. Good.
3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. This is like the Majima thing. Where his inner monologue is way better than his outer monologue.
Oh, that I do in Yakuza.
Yeah. Oh, Yakuza. Yeah. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're gonna get to study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you. And proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British Empire! I wish I could see it too. Oh no!
Well,
Oh no!
timing of that.
Oh man!
Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
Yep, perfect.
London has fallen. Cosmo London has fallen!
Who's gonna tell him?
Oh no. If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Partner?
Partner.
Partner. He's a cowboy.
Yeah, he turned southern in that one.
Yeah.
Eventually.
It was straight after that, that's when it happened.
Asogi, may I have a word? This is his voice.
Oh no!
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. Never mind that now. For now, Asuki. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
Well, he was looking for you before.
You're gonna need
Mickey
so
Mouse.
much water. Mickey Mouse.
You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man?
Why does he sound like Mickey?
I feel like. Why does he sound like Mickey? Was Mickey Mouse invented yet?
I don't know, the Queen's still alive.
Oh no.
That's true.
I feel as though I've seen him at the university before.
I see. I'll go at once then.
Do I do it to her too?
I mean,
Well, that's the assistant.
Yeah, that's my main. That's
Yeah.
gonna be my main.
So you're gonna talk a lot in their voice.
I shall accompany you.
Alright then. Ryunosuke?
Ryunosuke.
I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes, thanks, Kazuma. I'm lucky because Kazuma Kiryu is like. Sorry, that name rolls off the
Yeah.
top. Oh my god. This man is awkward.
Why did he laugh? Oh, why me?
Yes, sorry.
You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Mickey. Is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University.
Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Asobi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand.
Important word.
Every time they go best friends, I'm gonna high five you.
Trial, best friend.
Yep.
Gah!
As such, I feel you should know.
Know what?
Well, you've no doubt heard Asobi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
What?
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 Oh, as I suspected,
You got this? You got it.
suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you.
Huh? He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? My best friend. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them and grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear, I'm not a murderer.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless.
I love how everybody's like, I'm sure you're not the murderer.
But
like, they still put you on trial.
I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Oh, it gets epic.
Yeah?
Music gets intense in this game. Your heart rate's gonna go. You should put on the.
I should.
Sorry? What do you mean?
You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
Ah! But then what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right. So?
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense.
We're doing that in this game too.
When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
I do? But what will the question be? Surely not, do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Defendant. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
I just realized there are so many people in
There's-
this trial. There's so many people.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
You have this game has the jury system as well.
Oh, so I didn't experience that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I didn't experience that.
This game has the jury system.
This one doesn't have that part in this. This trial doesn't have that part in it.
Yeah.
Intimidating.
Oh yeah. Oh, we didn't read that.
Oh, something.
It's fine.
Whoa. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Too damn bad. You can't decide for me.
Oh, of course.
I don't want to defend him, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad.
As the defendant.
Oh, I thought you read that. Oh, my mistake.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
They got a Law and Order up in this bitch. This is it. If the trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder! Murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial.
Voiceover.
My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. The 22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of the Judicator. Courtroom 2. So this is a courtroom? Fucking guy, man.
The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. Secret trial.
Secret trial.
Secret trial! Secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. God, I'm gonna push that every time.
It's okay, you'll get it. Yeah, there he is! There he is!
There he
Wow.
is.
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh,
Right.
Who's that?
Everybody.
You're so good.
Yep, that's you.
That's
You're
all
Pain.
you.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
By the way, how do you say his name?
Ouchie?
Ouchie. Yeah, ouchie.
Like ouchie. So all of the first prosecutor for all of the Phoenix Wright games, including Apollo Justice, are all this kind of looking dude with a toupee or something like that.
His ancestor.
He looks exactly like this. All of their names are Pain or Pain related or Pain accessories. And so this guy's Ouchie.
As is the defense.
Before we begin, there is one point of order that I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. And this is an unusual circumstance. I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's gonna defend me? That's the question Professor meant. But then, if I say I do...
I do, do.
I need to answer quickly. What should I do? By the way, this first trial is all on you.
That's all on me?
All on you because
played
the
it,
two of
we
us
know.
have already played this trial.
Shit. Wait and see, man.
Are we waiting and seeing?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Wait and see.
Maybe someone else wants to advocate for you.
Kazuma's the only lawyer here. I can't defend myself. If I said I do, it would be tantamount to lying.
That's an interesting word.
And I've been accused of murder. For goodness sake, there's no time for lies.
Try to stop fidgeting, Ryunosuke. It's distracting.
But if I don't say I'll defend myself now, things could end very badly for my friend.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed.
And the game ends here.
As I am standing here beside
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
oh, who's that? Oh. Oh, look at his eyes.
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
Oh no.
You'll be... Wah!
This is what I was trying to avoid.
But you want to save your friend, in case you lose.
Oh yeah, I get a cameo. The old man.
What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Wait, are you talking about old man or Pain because I'm bald?
Oh,
which one do I have the
I don't
cameo?
think so.
Oh, it's you.
Professor Mikotoba told me everything. Just now, before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. Oh, big beard. Okay, I get it.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off?
No, stop! Trust me, these games are full of fucking sexual innuendo too. So I don't think this first one has any.
I don't remember any.
Not that I remember.
Excuse me.
No, it's not that really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I knew that's how you feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Yes, so this is a prequel. This is like the beginning of
This is Phoenix
Phoenix lineage.
ancestor
Yeah.
of the Naruhodo.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Phoenix wrong.
Well. Does the accused admit defeat already?
Go ahead.
Renouncing his own counsel. Really?
I want you to know that when I streamed this game, again, like 2 years ago, that's the same fucking voice that I gave this guy.
Look at him!
Same voice that I gave this guy.
It.
Yep, he's Pain's ancestor, yep. His name is Ouchie, get it?
Objection!
Oh, that's where the objection?
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I am not confident at all. In fact, my mind's completely blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Sorry, I was reading racing.
You're good. Wait, they're all Japanese?
Well, they make it in the Ace Attorney games that they're in America. Not
Right.
that they're not Japanese, but that they're not in Japan
Yeah.
in the Ace Attorney games. But they are supposed to be in Japan. But anyways.
It's a weird, like, space, because he goes to Tibet, to like, Tibetan,
Yeah.
like, you know, alluded to the kind of place in one of the games, so.
Yeah. But they're supposed to be in Japan in the Ace
Yeah.
Attorney.
I think they just changed it to America for, like, American audiences, probably, is my guess. They do that shit.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetuated the perpetrator the most heinous crime indeed.
Oh, that means I have to get you a fan.
Yeah, fan and an
Do you have a fan?
Yes.
Wait.
There you go, there you go. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of the Judicator of Japan.
Next time.
Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. I'm gonna fumble over so many fucking words. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for every time for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name before, than I care to remember. But, wait. I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank.
You know me so well.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of R.
How do I press R? What do you mean press R?
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press R for the court record.
Okay.
There's no time to lose. Oh, okay. Welcome to the court record.
All your evidence, basically.
Oh, that's me? Oh, this is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with R. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press V to go back.
So his name is John H. Wilson, 47 years old. He's the victim. He was visiting the professor of medicine at Yuma University from British Empire. Then we also have Ouchie, who's the lead prosecutor. Taketsuchi Ouchie, 51. We have Mickey Mouse, yep. And he's Kazuma's mentor. And we got Kazuma. And he's best friend.
Yep.
Despite being a student and qualified defense lawyer.
So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press X to present. Try it now.
I'm just gonna assume that you knew which one it was, so. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of a esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yuma University 3 years ago.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such a profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you are aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
Is it true thing?
Friendship, love that.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yuma University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. I love his eyes. The fact is,
I understand.
I was there at the scene of the crime.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay here and enjoy this place a little while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then. Partner.
Pardon.
Partner?
Partner.
Tips the 10-gallon hat that's
Exactly.
suddenly on.
He tips his headband. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Ugh,
It is incredible to think.
it is.
I did.
That's what makes us human.
Us human, yeah. We're really human.
Are we human? Are we dancer? I've seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's visiting professor from Great Britain. Oh, what's up, Bryce? Welcome in.
Hi, Bryce.
I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did the Professor of Medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
Case of death.
The case of death. So we'll go to the court record. We'll take a look at that. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. Was caused by blood loss, a loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. So then you can drill in a little bit deeper. You can see, like, shortly after 2, and then no exit wound, fatal hemorrhage.
From pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound.
Single bullet fired at close range. Cause of death. Well, obviously, that was, Ryunosuke.
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 Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
By evidence? But how? Something, by the way, I just want you to know. Real law doesn't really do anything in this thing.
Absolutely.
People will throw the most outlandish. You'll see. People will throw the most outlandish shit, and then not have any evidence, but everyone will believe them. But when you put something out there,
like,
no one believes you
what?
unless you have evidence. That's the whole series.
Okay, got it.
You're the underdog.
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present to do it now.
And we got this one. Present.
Yes!
Yes. Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report. I take it.
Sorry. Yes, that's right. The post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Excuse me? You can see where things go awry.
Seems reliable.
Yeah. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. You are absolutely going to be tested on this later.
This is a so-called
Photographic print.
of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion.
I know the chat can't see, but I was motioning and gesturing to the wound. I need a foam finger, or one of those fingers on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot
At close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
Modern photo.
Photographic print of the victim has been added to your court record. Photographic print shows the victim. He was shot from the front, in the chest, sequentially. Subsequentially.
Sequentially, no.
I mean, I suppose he did
Sequentially die afterward. Yep.
being shot as well. This is true. This is true.
You do normally sequentially die after being shot at. So, that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. I do want to play that.
Aviary attorney.
Yeah, you play a bird.
Yeah.
That's like Ace Attorney, but you play a bird with other animals.
Yeah.
I want to.
Amazing.
I've wanted to. And the art style in that game also is amazing. It's all hand drawn stuff.
Ooh, that's
It's really cool.
cool.
Yeah. One day. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Flam.
As we play on a modern video game.
Yeah. Very well. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. You knew you had to do it. You had to do it.
Certainly, Your Excellency.
Just like whenever he unsheathed the sword, you have to just
Okay.
shing.
Shing.
So, but I think you still got time.
Yeah, I won't get too crazy with it.
Yeah.
Not with
Oh,
sort out.
So without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you.
Now it's not in your way. Okay. I'll throw mine there. This is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotopa?
Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Brain blast.
Ah! Of course! When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Ah, loopholes!
He really
Aha!
has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Or else I'd probably die.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Control your eyes.
Get your shit together.
If only you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
The crazy headband.
Yeah, the wiggly headband. The wind that comes from nowhere.
Oh.
Oh.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Alright, who's this guy?
Oh, I got you. Of course. My name is Satoru Hasunaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. Oh!
Oh no.
He's got COVID.
Oh shit. The queen's dead and he's got...
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, Do I have to get you a napkin? Do I get you... should I get you a blood
Yeah.
tablet?
Just pop it.
Oh god, it's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
Excuse me? Well, it really should.
It bothers everyone else.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery. 3 days ago.
These big
No idea.
words.
Lots of big words.
They are
This is
lawyers.
not meant
Yeah.
for... This is not meant for a 12-year-old. It's teen for teen for a reason.
13's good though.
Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Perspiring? Maybe? But aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We had few dinners at that time of day. Diners. The lunchtime rush was over and there was only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place.
It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery.
Bang!
A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Now remember, this is his first-hand account, okay?
Yeah.
Yes!
Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness.
Ugh.
If I may confirm, 1 point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? I should have done that.
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around the table?
What's the matter, Ryunosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson's table to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at the table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
Ooh, I don't know. You've been warned. In a real court, you should wait and see. You have your time to defend yourself.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that what we're picking?
Final answer?
No, interject. Chaos. I choose chaos.
You're going to Tyler.
Yeah.
You're channeling Tyler.
I'm trying to.
Just a moment. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it.
Speaking of Tyler.
Oh, go ahead. We will wait.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Every break. Music in these games are so good.
Sure, yeah, we're just getting started, so come on over. Yeah,
We're adding one more friend into the pile. Let's go.
2, technically.
Are we adding both? They're both coming over? Oh my god. Okay.
I wouldn't say
tacos.
dicking around. We're just not in the thick of it
Caught up.
yet.
We're still in tutorial.
We're getting in. You can go to twitch.tv/weenie to find out where we're at. You goof.
Do you want them to bring food to us, or should they come here and then after we all go get food?
I don't know if they have. They must have.
I would have them bring food to us. I don't know, like it kind of depends on when we're finished. We're an hour in right now.
Yeah, we just got started. You don't want to sit around and wait? You want to just hang out?
They close at 12, so.
I'm talking to you, but yeah.
How's Chad doing? Chad, how are you doing
Why
today?
don't you guys bring food here? Sure, yeah. I don't know, what do we want?
I can't believe we're having a party today.
Woo! the place that I think.
Wait, we don't technically know the name of the place.
Christian said he knows.
So
where it
good?
is.
Hell yeah.
Christian knows it, right?
So he's told me.
Yeah, that sounds great. Do that.
We should have Christian take both of them. So we can take
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's a great idea,
Why
actually.
don't you
Saves
drop
gas.
off? Why don't you drop off the SI at the condo and have Christian? You guys just carpool. So then that way I can take you home. We got plenty of time.
What's happening? Is he worried about the amount of time that we have?
I mean,
We even
bro,
told people when to
bro,
leave.
If you have to wake up early tomorrow, you don't have to get tacos. You can stay home.
You can also just nap in the living room.
Sounds fantastic. You just text me when you got it figured out. Sounds good. Goodbye.
I will cut all of that from the highlight.
So they're gonna text us when they get to the taco truck.
Okay. So then okay. So they are coming. They're coming.
Yeah, they're coming.
We're gonna have to be passing this mic off because I don't think it'll pick up people.
They'll take a little while because they gotta stop at the condo.
Okay. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the table.
Objection! Dear me. What are we going to do with you?
Well, Bryson, we're happy to give it. Hopefully we do this every Thursday. I would like that. Or more often. It doesn't have to be every Thursday, but whenever you guys are available.
Man, I'm even the one with the glasses with your blatant disregard for court proceedings. I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud.
It goes in time.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yep.
watching. Could it be that the accused, the mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
I love how I can hear the disc inside rattling around as you
Sorry, I'll do
no.
something else.
Oh, grab the switch case. There's nothing in it. It's empty. There you go.
Case.
I don't know if that's any more or less painful.
No. It wasn't painful to begin.
Okay, good. But I'm sure of what I saw.
Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
Actually, I have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day.
Oh,
Please, have a look if you'd like to.
let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume.
That's right. I'm afraid to use the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
I don't know how that showed that he was seated.
Where was everyone else?
Yeah, exactly. We were seated there too, you know? Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir.
The court will now take this plan and add it to the court records as evidence.
Oh, well...
Seeing what was inside. Are there?
Yeah.
What's in there? Oh, I think I have a
sticker and a
GameStop
band.
band. Yeah. Look at that band from GameStop.
Ah!
And the sticker, yeah. I don't know who gave me that sticker. Somebody from GameStop. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Does he die?
Yeah. Is he good?
Something certainly seems to have shaken him. The waiter's business card has been entered in the court record. Alright, my dude.
So, now her the princess of the case.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would have seemed that we are looking back at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency? If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. Now you can just hear the rattle of the...
Yeah. You don't have to use that either.
Oh,
here.
I called the... Sure.
There you go, it's the game.
Yeah, it's the game.
There you go.
I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and just hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial's unusual about these peculiarities. You said it. Professor Mikotaba said it. So it has to. So has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Do I have to take back all my high fives?
Yeah.
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke.
Huh?
The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses.
That's the point! You get the point!
Oh, then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
There you go, you got the point!
Oh, shit.
Indeed. Prosecutor Ouchi, please continue with the proceeding.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever! Bum bum bum. Clack.
Bum bum bum.
Clack. The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Oh man, there's so many people in this case.
Ooh, 2 people.
Oh my god.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Okay, who's military man?
I'll be one of them.
Okay, I'll be the other one.
You can be old man.
I'll be the old man.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesa Nosa.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Yes, Nosa.
Sir.
Me myself, I am fine employ as a purveyor of the fine articles of antiquity from efflorescence of our nation, Nippon.
Correct to Kuta collector.
Oh my god.
And conduct my trade from Rasute, a humbling premises in the 2nd District, Curio, Korekuta,
Curio collector.
Curio Korekuta.
Yeah, I can't.
At your service. An antique dealer and a soldier? That is that's an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
I thought no one else was there. I am confused.
No one was in close proximity.
They must be the diners at the other table the waiter mentioned. Oh.
Myself, I habitually make tea on most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curios of which I make my business.
That was so good.
It's like you're an old man.
It's like I did the same voice like 2 years ago for this guy.
This is actually what you sound like.
You're the real Ouija.
Yeah, the rest of it's
Will the real Ouija please step forward?
Yep, that's just the me, 75-year-old Ouija, you know? I can't understand a word that this old man is saying. That makes sense.
He's an antique dealer. It sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir.
This man is impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
So, this is the decisive evidence that prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Slam. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Sir, yes, sir. Standing by ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories of a most Arabic afternoon. Acerbic?
Acerbic.
Acerbic. I don't know that.
Did they pull out, like, what's that called? A
SAT
thesaurus to write this game?
100%.
Yeah, they were like, what's the most complicated word to use in this scenario?
Okay, so this is testimony, and then we're going to... The game will tell us, but we will break that testimony.
Got
So
it.
somewhere along this testimony, there's something wrong.
Got it.
What the witnesses saw.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Regulation beefsteak.
Sounds like that's what I call Tyler.
Amazing.
Regulation beef.
Yeah, regulation beefsteak.
He's a cold cut.
He hits different.
Yeah, he is different. Oh god.
I love how aloof you are.
Anytime
That's for
I
us.
see a character that, I just say that.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curo to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. Did you see that? The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Oh, it wasn't from the back. It wasn't. God, you wanna lie?
I was on my hands and knees investigating where the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
The ass content.
Cool. I'm never gonna say these words ever again. No, but keep correcting me. I want both of you to correct me throughout this whole thing.
Oh gosh.
That means you guys have to correct us, too.
Yeah, please.
Oh, I'm not gonna correct you. I'd say it just as bad. Well, so you, the Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. Misa Nosa?
Yes or no, sir? Yes or no, sir? Yes.
You saw the split second where the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. You fucking pulled that on me.
Yeah, you just like.
What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in broad daylight. Light of the day. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I'm a
bud?
fucking idiot.
Best friend to best friend, what the fuck?
Real talk, dude. You fucked up.
I know. Why the fuck would you do that? After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and I just was picking it up. Bang! Bang.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal in the scene somewhere.
Who in here tried to start a riot?
Somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
Melissa's already got it.
Yeah, man.
Yep. There is.
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Yes.
Cross-examine?
Do it now!
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no more room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly. The testimony the court has heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. That's for us.
Please.
What in the name of Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands this right to cross-examination.
Dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is clearly a waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
A gulp?
Cousin was so commanding.
Okay.
Very well. Let's throw some spice on it.
Commanding. So I like the way you talk. Anyway.
The defense, let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
All right. This is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what the soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but... No, it's yes and.
It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
Right. Evidence.
Yeah, the photograph. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying.
You're already a lawyer.
Look at this photograph!
I appreciate your patience. Don't wait until I was finished, because I know that must have hurt. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. The tiny slap.
All right then. It's all or nothing. All right, here we go.
Examination.
All right, we don't need to read any of this
No.
because we've already read this through already.
I was a bit.
So we do have another option other than presenting evidence. We can press, which they haven't taught us about yet, but you can, which is to get more information out of a statement.
Okay.
Since they haven't taught us about it, the only thing I'll let you know is in this, you can just present and it will be correct.
Okay.
We don't need to press for any information unless you want to.
Okay.
We're leaving that up to you.
Okay. I kind of get it.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we can also go through, each of the statements, and that is where we would present the evidence
Okay.
Which statement?
of
was
which
the lie?
statement, yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then we're also going to cheat, and we're going to save it.
Oh.
Fuck yeah. Save scum.
Yep, we're going to save scum. You know what? We'll be 2. 2's great.
She's good.
You know what? We're going to be 3, actually. 3's always good. We're a team of 3.
Yeah, 3.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Soon to be a team of 5.
Yeah.
Gosh, should I save it at 5 then? So then, those, the, crosses up in the corner,
Lifelines.
those are our lifelines.
Okay.
So we only have, 5 before the case is over.
Got it.
And then basically you'd have to start over from the beginning.
Right.
Of the case.
At the one on the Game Boy Advance, you would actually start over from the beginning of the day's trial, but thank the Lord they added save elsewhere, so we don't have to worry about it.
Cool.
But, so, you already caught on
Mm-hmm.
that something was wrong. What was
Yeah.
wrong?
That he said that he shot from the back.
Okay,
Yeah, that one.
this one.
Yeah,
So this one's wrong.
right.
And why is it wrong?
Because it's from the chest. We can see it in the pictograph.
Okay. So are we showing them the pictograph?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Oh.
You can examine this one to look at the details.
Yeah, this one you can drill in deeper.
Okay. I mean, both say.
No.
Oh, no, it doesn't. You're right.
Yeah.
This only says fired at close range. So yeah, do the photograph.
And from something from every other game, there's always one answer. There's never 2 answers that you can
Okay.
choose between. I don't know if
There
this game
is.
is any different.
Not that I've encountered so far, but there are instances, unfortunately, when it's I know this is wrong. This is why it's wrong.
And you present it, and the game still says you didn't get it correct because you you don't have the information that you know, but he doesn't know.
He
So
doesn't have
you
it.
have to go through all the steps
Yeah.
Got it.
to
Okay.
get to like a point. Like you could be like, yes, obviously that's wrong, but
Right.
you need to get the story to that point.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, that makes sense.
So in terms of like just gameplay wise, the game is linear, full linear. You don't have a choice in like the way that you approach things, but
No different endings, no that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
But I will say that every time the like second to last and the last case always trip me up. There's always something that's like super like I just don't understand, and we'll get to that point.
Okay.
This case had a point like that for me where I was just very confused. So we'll all work out together.
Okie dokie.
All right, so we're presenting this one.
Yeah, look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph. And you can always tell when you get it correct when the music stops immediately after you present.
Mm-hmm. If the music keeps playing, then you're like,
Then you got it wrong.
Fuck, I fucked up. Damn it. This back. Can I borrow this actually? You're
Yeah,
done?
I have 2 copies. Yeah,
He's
I've-
like,
I'll borrow this one.
yeah, you can borrow it.
yeah,
Sure.
he's like, here's my really intense copy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this one comes with the steelbook, and then also
The steelbook looks
the different copies of the comic book.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So if you guys ever want to read the comic book,
Also, speaking of which, I find it really dumb that the special edition God of Wars come with an empty steel case. So stupid. So
I
fucking
fully agree that it's dumb. Hey, Graham.
Hi, Graham.
I fully agree it's dumb, and I really wish it wasn't a thing, but I know why.
Mm.
Because then people who don't have a disc PlayStation can still get the collector's edition and not miss out, quote unquote.
I see.
That's why it comes with a code copy and not a physical copy. What they
I
should have done, if you
see.
ask me, is make 2 different editions,
Yeah.
one
With
a physical
And
and
without.
one without.
I see.
That's what they should have done, but that's not what they do.
Interesting.
Yeah, because a lot of people have the no disc version of the console, right?
Yeah.
And so, if it came with a disc and no code, then they can't buy it.
Yeah.
But this way, everyone can buy it because even if you have a disc tray, but you know, whatever.
Interesting.
I think it's still fucking dumb.
Swit, swit, swit,
Swit, swit, swit.
What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache?
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes,
Slap.
there is a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us about us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I wanted to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves without any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
Ugh. This is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain.
Obviously.
To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Kazuma, what?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here. With the sergeant's statement.
Good pointing.
Yep.
What?
Sergeant Yesa Nosa.
Yes, sir, was sir.
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir!
Yes! Yes! But no, that can't be.
And why not, cadet?
Because...
Come on, Rios. Come on, I know this is stressful, but...
Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
What was that? Something popped up from behind his back. He just pushed it down again.
I know. You could take Lightning McQueen.
No, Lightning McQueen's
Oh my god. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be incredibly uncomfortable.
I have it at a good place.
Okay.
At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious Le Carnival steak, sir. What?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iesanosa, did not see the defendant firing the gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood in this trial. Yep. Just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
He's so commanding.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes. Wah.
Yes, but I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? Yeah, myself, I have already quite been clear. The gunshot interested me not. Gunshot interested me not.
Yeah.
Again, of course, in a fucking, god damn it.
In a Western restaurant of all places.
In a restaurant. I was too far busy on the floor.
On a cold, hard floor.
Gunshots, gunshots, gunshots. Too busy on the floor? I'm sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure.
Getting low.
Treasure.
Indeed, the Hoera Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shot Rasute. In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you? On the day under scrutiny, it was the military man that I procured my Hoe treasure. I I believe that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes from the briefest of moments, there was no more. It simply vanished.
The coupon vanished?
Hunting around under the table, I was in case it mayhap had fallen there. And then it happened. Bang!
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was only concerned with my finding my absconded Hoey treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No.
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious Hoey Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels, it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now.
What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fed a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
That's what she said?
Yeah? That's what she said?
My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who have possibly committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecutor's allegations. Is that clear? Yes, clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir, at once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Shh, baby, shh.
Excuse me, but is there something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think?
No. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Lightning McQueen. Sir.
By the way, Ido Nosa.
Oh my god. The layers. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Ido. Attention. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
The snot.
Schnurf. The true culprit.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, your morning is gone, and a foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Therefore, No one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
These testimonies are... Excuse me? I just interrupted myself. Wait! That's nonsense! The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all!
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a woman! There was a young woman at his table! You must have seen her! Everyone there must have seen her!
Objection! If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evidence beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
This is a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel?
Indeed, of the table of which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one placement.
Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. A bottle of carbonated water and steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table. I don't understand. What is going on here? It's just not possible that there's no one else that saw that woman.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
Did they make it to the shop?
Yeah, they're at the shop right now.
Oh, they found it?
Yeah, I asked them what they have. They're waiting.
Okay. Gotcha. But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time, after all. Brifton. Yep. That's what they call it now. The Queen's Dead.
Oh my gosh.
Brifton. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain.
Brifton.
Do you think that I, Takatsuchi Auchi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires? It's an honor.
How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet.
Oh.
What?
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma. Slam. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood?
Rules can be so unbending at times.
I think, if I remember reading, I think his fan says pain on it.
Aww.
I'm not sure. True culprit. Alright. What'd you get? What'd you think?
I don't know, to be honest.
The other thing that we can do, too, is we can go all the way to the end and past it, and then whoever we're with, our assistant, will give us some kind of clue. So,
Sure. What do you think, Ryunosuke?
oh.
What's the matter?
I can't find anything. I can't find any clear discrepancy anywhere. I'm done for. I can't win this trial. No. 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 Yow. Yow. Yow.
The first thing you do is calm down.
Yow.
You can't expect witness statements to be full of holes every time. So just take your time and try to tease more information out of them first.
What do you mean?
You can choose to either press or present against each of the witness statements. If a witness is saying something you're suspicious about, press him on it with L. With a little luck, you may get more details, which could prove to be
Yeah, just throw it
crucial.
back. It's not worth it. The bit was funny. Right, I see.
The important point is, there's no sense in holding back. If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witnesses on it and press them hard. You will.
Alright, I got it. I'll press them like blocks of tofu. The professor wasn't alone at the restaurant, I'm sure of it. And one way or another, this cross-examination is gonna prove it that I'm right. It's time to press them, for all they're worth. My fate depends on it.
Alright, let's press.
Okay, so we'll press this one.
Sure, why not?
Yes!
We can literally just press every time.
Okay.
Usually there's some case or some case down the line where you will actually get penalized for pressing the wrong statement. Other games have done that. I had no idea if this game has that at all.
Okay.
But I don't. They will always say that like pressing someone too far can have consequences.
Okay.
So we'll know beforehand. Yeah. No. It's not the same thing at all. For start, I didn't fire that gun.
We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet.
I don't think so.
Consider this defendant.
Just a moment ago, I blinked.
Did you?
Did you see it?
Did you see me blink?
How could I?
And yet it is an undeniable fact that I did blink. So there you have it.
Have what?
Attention! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman.
I think that says it all, don't you?
Ugh.
And let us not forget that the antique dealer witnessed the accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Korikuta-san?
Shmee. Yes, I'm pointing his gun.
Press this one.
Yes!
Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at the point of time. But I told you already that's only because I picked it up off the floor. Who also picks a fucking gun off the floor?
Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away.
I had just finished drinking my coffee and was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, bang. A gunshot rang in my ears.
Full of events beyond our control, life is.
Thank you, Yoda.
Sorry, what do you mean?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Where conversely, I failed to pick up the koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result.
Excuse me? You're not on trial for your life, my dude.
Yeah, what are you talking
What
about?
the
bud?
fuck? This is where he says, excuse me.
Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner.
Did I just hear people?
I can't tell. I heard a sound too, but they said they were getting cash
Oh,
to buy the tacos 5 minutes ago.
okay. Well, that's fine. And then we'll purse this one. Yeah? Purse it?
Yes!
You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
I'll take that!
Slice of life moment. Hello. Hi.
Bum, bum. You know, this thing's really cool, except for this one won't button.
Yeah.
I can't button it. I've tried everything. I've tried having it, like pushing it against the table with like my 2 thumbs.
Meat preferences for tacos?
What meat do they have?
Yes. What meat do they have?
Whoever's in chat, what's your favorite taco?
Okay, so carne asada, carnitas,
I do like me a fish taco.
chicken,
Pesto.
pastor. No fish so far.
No, you're good.
You could do a cheese quesadilla or a cheese and bean burrito.
Yeah, I'll take a cheese and bean burrito if they got one.
Well, do they just have bean and cheese burrito? Yeah.
I tried everything.
Do you have a preference on beans?
Whichever one there is not with pork, because sometimes they do pinto beans with pork.
Oh, okay.
So just ask them.
Just clarify whatever beans it is if it's not made of pork or any meat.
Or no meat.
Just ask, does it have carne in it?
They get a quesadilla is fine.
Or a quesadilla?
That makes it easy.
Is that easier? What do you want?
Quesadilla is fine.
Okay, let's do a quesadilla instead.
Yeah, because I still have the sandwich.
And then I'll come to it for Amy. How many tacos would you like? 4.
30.
I'm gonna take 2 of carnitas, please.
Wow.
Not taking
Okay.
time.
Alright. Well,
Might be worth it for some tacos.
tacos would be nice.
Talking smack, man.
Tacos would be nice.
And a quesadilla.
A quesadilla would be nice.
Fish sandwich.
And I still have the fish sandwich too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a nice dinner tonight.
As you see, with the pains to point out time and time again, I feel like I'm growing a callus in my ears. A bunion in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Ugh. If only there was more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know, of course the place was almost empty. That's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
There was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel?
It's a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Hata Clinic? There, yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for that date in question. Hata Clinic is another thing that's brought up, like, in a previous game.
Okay.
19th November, noon, to past 1 p.m.
The very day of the incident.
victim went for a late lunch following his appointment.
How did I grab this one again?
The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it's hard for me to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted into evidence or not?
Yeah.
Yes!
Very decisive. Nice.
Yeah.
So commanding.
What can I say?
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Whether or not they're of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's the most disturbing trend.
Fuck this guy. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. The medical report card has been added to the court record.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right, I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Kurakuta-san.
Alright, so I think we pressed this statement, yeah? So now we need to press this one. And then we should also probably look at that new piece of evidence and see if we can drill in. We cannot. So medical report card from the clinic found in the pocket of the victim. I thought this is something that we could drill into, but I guess
Can
not.
eventually.
Okay. Press this guy.
Yes!
So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone? Schnurf. That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in.
So, the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there's only a single beef steak on the victim's table. A meal for one. A
Regulation beef
single
steak.
Regulation beef steak.
No.
The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why?
If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. And then we'll push this one.
Yes!
Why aren't you telling the truth?
What did you say, Cadet?
I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across from the table of the professor. Perhaps one of you might have not noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's not possible. Ich nerve. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady.
But I...
If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof.
Nah.
And if no such proof exists,
That was so sick.
the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Yes, well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see what it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medicinal report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
Now they let us drill into it. How exactly?
You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press A, and you can take a closer look at the piece in question.
Tutorial.
Use R.
The R stick.
Okay.
The right
use
stick.
R stick.
Yeah, right stick.
3D. Oh my god.
To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. By using left stick,
LLLL.
you can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, you know what that means. Press A to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medicinal report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to use the R stick and the left stick. The R stick, the right stick and the left stick. And A to inspect the new areas that look suspicious. It says Hata Clinic on the medical report card. I hate clinics, almost as much as I hate hospitals or surgeries.
Aren't they all the same?
When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. Wow, how lucky. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. Brr. I'll never forget. Never in my whole life.
Most people would give their right arm to have had only one cold in their whole life.
I don't know if I'd give...
Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything.
Hmm? Wait, dentist? Oh, okay. It looks like this medical report card was first issued quite some time ago.
It's probably a record of long-term treatment, that's why. A family doctor, I imagine.
Well, I can't imagine. I'm going to the doctor, I mean. As long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one.
Good plan. Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So, you don't like doctors, then?
Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine and give you painful injections. And then they demand lots of money from you for that privilege. When you're all at your lowest ebb.
You sound like a model patient. With a bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is very bitter medicine indeed.
Best friends?
Best friends. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed, so he couldn't be eating regulation beefsteak. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Ha! Yes, I've heard of anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe that there's anything that can actually stop you from feeling pain. They've never experienced morphine.
There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
The medical report card's information has been now updated, so now it has the new information that we have. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Definitely.
Which one do we present it at?
Hold on one second. We're gonna go. And then. Oh.
You're gonna save. Oh, you're gonna examine.
Oh yeah. We're examining this bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Ah, the symbol of Yume University. Every student wears this pin with pride. It's funny, but most emblems seem to be either round or rectangular. I like this spike design, even though it doesn't really make sense. Although it does cause problems. Lots of students end up cutting their fingers on their badge. Perhaps it was the idea of one of the founders. Sharp pin for a sharp mind or something.
Oh my god.
My personal student number is engraved on the back here. If you lose your pin, they won't accept you as a Yume student at the university. You may not come in,
Oh my god.
they say.
Oh my god.
Of course, you can get a new pin made if you can just tell them your number. I've actually lost mine twice already, but I still don't know my student number by heart. Hey, at least I never lost my keys to GameStop. I always say to myself, I mustn't forget to write it down somewhere, but then I forget to not forget that.
You never just threw the keys and left them on the floor?
No.
There's in the other Ace Attorney games, it's a running joke that you can show people different items and they tell you stuff about it, right? You can show people your own picture,
Oh.
and they'll be like, yes.
Yeah, I'm like, what's about that?
And
Like, this plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think.
Definitely.
It's supposed to show the relative position of everything in the moments following the incident. But there's nothing to show the woman you say you saw there.
Exactly. That's not all. Look here in the upper left where it says kitchen.
Oh yes, what of it?
No one would use those complicated characters to write kitchen, especially if they're in a hurry.
You mean you don't remember those characters yourself, don't you? Study harder, Ryunosuke. Well, that's unexpected.
What is?
Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga?
Yes. Business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title.
His job? Oh. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigations Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
Suspicious.
Inspector? What on earth?
I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence if they're wielding it somehow here.
Been updated.
Oh, this one you just look at that
Look
regulation. That's
look
a
at that regulation steak right there, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Look at those regulation grill marks.
All right. So what statement are we going to present that information on?
That.
This one? Okay. And we're gonna present the medical card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. The music stopped. Good job.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yay.
Well, I think. What are you wittering, lad? You wittering?
No, I just think that's a funny word.
Wittering. Call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could, but first and foremost, here I'm the accused.
Ryunosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma.
I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, I was so turned on so purposefully. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say.
Okay.
And I was so turned on.
Yeah.
Huh?
Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
All right. Thanks for the advice. Korekute-san. This is the medical report card belonging to the victim. Yeah, I see, Snarf, and I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on the report card with what your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up.
Objection! Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Murdered. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
But that's,
Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words.
Thank God.
Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further.
Oh, slow down.
The witness testimony to court has been clear and precise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who...
This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that?
That outburst have petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hata Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted? Yeah, what just now? I don't have teeth. And furthermore, if I told you that the result, the victim had been forbidden from eating.
Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat? So what?
It's all written in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
What? No, that you can't do.
Korakuta-san. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m.
Rejoice.
Tacos, have we arrived?
We have tacos.
Hey, welcome.
Tacos. Hi.
Yeah.
We're about to crack the case.
What's up?
Right open. Do you guys want to get chairs and bring them in?
One of your lights is
Oh, I was wondering about that.
on. What the fuck?
Because last night I think I booped it, and then I thought I unbooped it, but I haven't gotten to see whether or not it stayed on, so. I can't get
stressing
in
me
a
out.
while.
Let me get some.
I was wondering why I heard my car beep. I was like, weird.
I'm fixing your mistakes. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, damn.
Rude.
The victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. Yeah. And additionally,
There's more.
you have assured the court that with unwavering self-confidence.
He's old now.
40 years.
Oh, you have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. I was just making fun of.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that was a hard one that time. Good job.
That cannot possibly be the case.
He's showing off for his
Grr.
best friend.
Handsome.
And they were best friends.
Thank you.
And they were best friends.
And they were roommates. All right. Because the victim, as we know now, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the side effects of amnesia.
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 What?
Amnesia. Anesthesia.
Expertly done,
Here,
partner.
go ahead. We'll
I
take.
feel like we made a grave mistake not making him just super southern.
You can do it. It's all you.
Now I've
change
lost
it.
completely how to do a southern accent. Expertly done, partner.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh
All right.
yeah, I
did,
do.
did you want to go use the restroom?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
Taco?
We'll take a short break, short reprieve.
Probably a good place to start after this arc is complete.
Oh, a good place to stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost 10. Then we can catch up a little as well. Otherwise, we'll go into the other witness again. And then I'll start another.
Yeah. This shit's gonna get wild.
We haven't even met.
Mm-mm.
We're not even halfway through this case.
Mm-mm. Nowhere near. We have so much in this case. There's still like,
There's only one.
there's one more character, right, in this case, but there's like, it goes back and forth between her and
And
everybody else.
yeah.
And then you did this, you think you did the entire second case?
Well, I've done so. This game is broken up into the trials and then investigation.
Yeah.
So I did the first trial. I did the first investigation with Herlock Sholmes.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I did this trial after that, and I think I'm on the investigation, the second investigation.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll be like day 2.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Hello, internet. I got a burrito. Chorizo.
That thing is huge.
Oh yeah.
Man, they didn't have just a vegetarian burrito. Bummer. Heartbreaking.
We were worried that they would have made it with lard.
Yeah, that's what I was
The bean and
expecting.
cheese.
That's what I was expecting.
That's right, B Mooney.
Amy's voices are spot on.
As Bryce.
What's up, Bryce?
We were thinking about doing a little bit more, and then calling it.
For the burrito.
For the burrito, awesome.
I'm happy for you.
We found out where it was. We got cash.
Nice. Yeah, I'll eat the... Yeah, I'm not eating that with... I'm not eating that.
Not right now, yeah.
No. You were surprisingly in time with the music.
You were very in time with the music.
I can hear it.
Oh.
How can you hear
Oh.
it?
I was gonna be like, damn.
Definitely can't hear it. We were thinking about playing a little bit more and then calling it. And then if people want to hang out, we can all hang out for a little bit, but I mean, that's up to you guys.
There's Dusty.
Okay.
How's the taco?
Alright. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Celebrate good tacos, come on. Did you want to take a bite?
Oh, I've been eating.
Okay.
I'll continue eating.
All right.
Don't worry.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm expertly done, partner.
Objection! What? What is this nonsense? You little upstart. These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence.
Look at this photograph.
You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Use
Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or you can't follow logic.
I love it. How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned.
But
Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
Huh? Yes, most definitely. So, having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum.
It is time.
Especially their
3 hours.
regulation cut steak.
Oh, I know this one.
You do know this one. Who in fact was eating this pictured beef steak?
Phantom woman.
The court will now hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assure you, I assume you're ready, counsel? Hold on. Counsel? Oh, yes, that means me, doesn't it?
Alright. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the sort of turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it. So, the person eating the steak at this victim's table must have been... So, think about it in terms of who is it not?
Yeah, an as yet unknown third party.
Huh?
The person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been an as yet unknown third party.
Okay. That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, it can only be someone else who wasn't sitting at the professor's table.
You will not let this go, will you?
Where's my...
Where did you go? Did I steal it?
Oh well. It's gone.
Oh wait, it's right here.
There was no such person.
Yes!
There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, door. The only logical conclusion that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair trial, relentlessly.
Kazuma.
Are you insane? You would take it out on the government? You would take on the government.
Don't worry, counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issues with them. Those two witnesses in the stand.
What are you talking about?
I have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury.
Perjury.
And, since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Complicit in murder?
No! No! Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman and that Bert told us.
What? What did you just say, Kurakuta-san?
Yo.
You were just following orders?
Now hold on, lad. I was,
So you never saw the gentlewoman? When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
What?
Objection! What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? If this is true, you bear?
Just one simple slip of the tongue.
Order! Counsel, explain what's going on here.
It's painfully clear now. You've tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Smash. Then who's behind this? Who's making you keep your mouth shut?
Well,
That's classified.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't. This can't be happening.
You're no scam. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Ouchie had any idea about it.
So good. What are you saying?
I mean,
To wield that kind of influence there's only a handful of possibilities. It's only been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
well, any ideas about who might be behind this? Easier when you're not eating a taco.
Yeah.
If we,
How'd you do that while you were talking the whole time?
I don't know.
Talent.
Shit!
It's really good tacos.
Have to play back the tape.
If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit.
So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut.
We'll need evidence before we can make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here.
But how? How can we possibly...
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. Partner.
I want answers. It's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated. I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please, wait. Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing.
And what does the defense have to say about all this, well, Your Excellency? No time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is...
Oh, shit. Oh, the police guy. The
Okay.
guy who poses a waiter?
This guy?
That's my guess, yeah.
We'll just quickly take a look. Oh, I can't take a look at the, Okay, well. Is that your final answer?
I mean, yeah.
Yes! Music stopped.
Hmm?
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga san. Hosonaga san. The waiter who took the stand earlier?
Objection! Poppycock.
Poppycock. That's a fun word.
What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not have possibly have that level of influence.
For once, I would agree with you. If that is, the man truly were a waiter.
What? If he truly were? Slam.
Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. Oh, the truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity as proven by this evidence.
Which is?
His business card.
Yes!
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in the question? I agree it shows a great detail of attention, but shows a great deal of attention to detail. But I'm not sure this can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency, the back of the card. It's the back of the back of the card is the interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should say it was the front? Smash. Yes, the front of the back of the card is where the telling detail is. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say?
Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession.
The waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious!
That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What a title.
Yeah,
What?
I mean,
The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there in the stand.
Ding, ding.
Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well...
Snarf. Inspector Hosonaga?
I was worried something like this may happen.
Oh, he got gross.
Yeah, because he's been coughing a lot.
Yeah, he's like he got the cough. He got the lung.
The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record. Blah blah blah. Flashback. We saw all this earlier. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
So, you mean to say you're really a detective?
Well, why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course. Your salary must be terrible.
I was working undercover.
Undercover?
Yes, there have been a series of incidences at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Very well then. Chief Inspector Hosonaga, you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was, in fact, another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would have been aware of this person's presence, having served that table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume, in your professional capacity as police officer, you will require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable!
As I suspected.
Bang!
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite of the victim at the same table was a young lady whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth does come out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say...
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. These were my orders.
But what if the Englishwoman was the killer?
I think think it would be in everyone's best interests not to pursue that idea.
Excuse me? Not in my best interest.
So wait.
It's really in my interest, dude.
Okay?
The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman is the primary suspect. Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
But it's not right.
One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yuma University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman.
What?
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour.
You mean?
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory at Yuma University's medical faculty.
What is happening here?
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation.
Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. Huh? However, as we have now discovered that the premise is false, it would be desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
But, Your Excellency, that would be missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send a telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence proceedings of my court. Inspector Hosonaga.
Yes, sir.
You will locate this Jezebel Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
I also just read it as Jezebel. I don't read it as Giselle.
Is it Jezebel?
Yeah.
Giselle, yeah.
Oh.
At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So it won't be a problem?
Nothing will get in my way.
Oh.
The court will adjourn briefly. The Prosecution must call the English student Giselle.
Sure.
Yeah.
Giselle?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Giselle.
Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency.
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening.
And recovering.
And
A
recovering.
shocking twist. To be continued.
All right.
Good stopping point.
So we're gonna save it right now, and we'll come back later, and we'll get to see who Jezebel is. Giselle.
Giselle.
Better known as Jezebel.
Yay.
That was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Played for like 2.5 hours, bro.
Oh,
little
Good
bit.
session. Good session. We might be halfway through.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
But there we go.
And the first tutorial case is always the shortest one.
No way.
So
Oh my God.
in every one, the first tutorial case is like an hour, maybe.
Okay.
Especially if you're not reading it, right? It's like
Yeah.
pretty quick. Again, this one was like 6 hours for me. We're about 3 hours, two
Very
and a half
long.
hours in or so.
Wow.
But I also had to do all the voices myself, and my
This is
throat
true.
was not okay. Not okay. So doing this with everybody is way easier.
That's good.
But that's what we're gonna call it for tonight. We might be back next week. Probably be back next
Yeah,
week. Hopefully be
planning
back
on
next
it.
week. Sweet. We are planning to be back next week, and maybe we'll. If we start earlier, we might be able to finish it. I
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we could.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We can get more tacos.
Yeah. Those are really good.
Taco Thursday was really
Yeah?
good. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's